Whether you like it or not, sis, the world judges you within seconds of meeting you. So the onus is on you to present yourself the way you want to be seen, the way you want to be judged, because you will be judged. But here's the truth. Your presence speaks before you do. So if you're not showing up as that woman who deserves that job, who deserves that contract, who deserves that relationship, then sis, you are leaving humongous opportunities on the table. So today, we are going to fix that. Because when you present yourself the right way, as the woman you were meant to be, doors will fling open for you. All right, sis, let's talk about it. Welcome to another episode of Dialogues with Grace. It's your girl Grace, aka Facequizite here. I'm happy to have you here with me. And as I said, today we're really going to delve into this topic of how we present ourselves. Because the way you present yourself is the way the world will receive you. You need to dress the way you want to be addressed. All right, sis? So if you're ready to dive in, let's go. You know, people see you before they hear you. So what is your presence saying? What does your presence say about you? The way you talk, the way you carry yourself, the way you dress. What does it say about you? Because all of these things determine how people would respond to you. Your energy, the energy you put out would determine how people respond to you. Are you confident in knowing, are you, sure of who you are and carry yourself as such? Or are you that girl or that woman that cowers in the back, that starts to shake whenever confronted with a situation because you're not confident? What does your presence say about you? Whether you think this is fair or not, unfortunately, this is the reality of life. People are going to judge you based on how you present yourself. So rather than just say, no, it's unfair, why are they treating me like this? Why don't you use it to your advantage? Why don't you present well and watch those doors open for you? Watch opportunities come your way. Simply because when you present yourself in a certain way, your aura, your energy changes. And when you give out good vibes, it comes back to you. Give and it will come back to you. Good measures, pressed down, shaken together and running over. If you give out positive energy comes back to you. If you give out negative in the way of you're cowering behind, you're not confident, you're not self-assured, you don't feel you're worth it, then people will treat you as such. So whatever you give out there, you get it back multiplied. What are you putting out there in order to get it back? What are you putting out there to get it back? Are you putting out positivity? Are you putting out negativity? Whatever you put out there, sis, in the way you present yourself, that is the energy that you're putting out, and that's what's going to come back to you. Think about it. You will be addressed the way you dress. You will be addressed. You will be treated or approached, responded to based on the way you dress, based on the way you present yourself, based on your mindset of who you are. Who do you believe you are? Whatever you put out there is coming back to you. Think about it, sis. Dress the way you want to be addressed. The second thing on my list, divas, is that your image introduces you before you've said a word. Have you been to an event or whatever, church, and you've seen a certain person and the way they have presented themselves has endeared you towards them or repelled you? This happens. This is life. Yes, we shouldn't be judged based off of first impressions, because of course we're more than that. We're deeper than that. We're intelligent. We are educated. We're qualified women. We are successful. We've achieved. But people don't see that as the first thing. The first thing they see is you and the way you have presented yourself. Your image is your silent introduction. It introduces you before you said a word. When you look good and you look put together, it commands respect. People are not going to treat you anyhow. People are not going to... When you dress up and you look a certain way, you're not going to get guys, who, whistling as you walk. Some people like it. I don't. I think it's demeaning. I think it's rude. I think it's very disrespectful. Some women like it. Why? But hey, each to their own. That's not why we're here. But there's certain things that you put out there that either it would make people do certain things. They would either respect you or they would disrespect you. There's no two ways about it. You're either going to put out respect and get respect back, or you're going to put yourself out there looking somehow. Now, it's not just about, the way you dress. It's also about the way you carry yourself. It's the confidence that you ooze. There's something about respect and commanding respect. And, how do I say it? My mom, for example, is that woman, may her soul rest in peace, whereby, she commanded a lot of respect. My mom was very quiet, very, very, very quiet, but she was a high flyer. She was a very top civil servant. And, at some point she left all of that and she came to the UK to, be there for her kids. But anyway, my mom commanded a lot of respect. She wasn't a pushy, aggressive kind of woman, no. But she knew who she was. She respected herself. She didn't like disrespect. And she instilled that in us. And my mom, and I'm sure a lot of you know this, if you've grown up in an African home, if you grew up in a Caribbean home, I know you know this. I know that in African homes, in Afro-Caribbean homes, I've seen it, where the child just snaps back. When you're acting up and your mom just gives you that look. They don't need to say a word. They just look at you. You know that look? Do you know that look? Because I know that look. My kids know that look. When we're outside, no messing about. I play with you, but at the same time, you better check yourself before you wreck yourself. I just need to look. Like that. And they get the message. And that's the same thing you get in the way you present yourself. When people see you, just like the kids know not to mess with you when you give them that look, people also know to respect you when you present yourself in a particular kind of way. When you present yourself as that high value woman, no man will come and disrespect you. They can't. Because you're oozing confidence. You're screaming high value. So no nonsense guy that's not serious will come and start disrespecting you. It's not possible. You receive what you put out. The way you present yourself simply shows people whether they are to take you seriously or not. So always think about this and have it at the back of your mind whenever you're getting dressed. And also, just before you leave the house, even when you look good, ensure that you're confident in who you are. It's not about looking good only. It's not about, oh, I look so nice. No. It's about who you think you are. Are you that high value woman? Powerful? Are you that woman that commands respect? Powerful, not in an aggressive way, no, because we're not men. Still basking in our femininity, but we still command respect simply by the way we carry ourselves gracefully. Think about it, divas. If you had a life-changing opportunity tomorrow, would you be ready to show up for it? Think about it. Do you think that you are in a position to show up for that great life-changing opportunity, knowing it's coming tomorrow? You weren't expecting it, but all of a sudden, it's coming. You find out it's coming tomorrow. How would you show up for that opportunity? Think about it, sis. Drop a heart emoji in the comment section if you know that you're qualified, but you sometimes feel overlooked. Drop a heart emoji in the comment box because, sometimes, we know we're qualified, but because of our nerves, our lack of confidence, we sometimes get overlooked. If you haven't watched my short life story that I did last week or the week before, I'll link it here. Go and have a look, because everything I'm saying is my lived experience. I'm simply talking from experience. Number 3 on my list, divas, is stop playing small. Confidence is a game changer. Oh yes. Your confidence is a game changer and it can open doors for you. I promise you. I'm talking from experience. I've lived it. What confidence did for me, wow. From that shy, retiring girl who felt she wasn't worthy, who was the one that, I was that girl that, watched others from the back. Just wishing that was me. When I saw all those other girls achieving, they're so bold and confident, and the way they carried themselves, I admired them. I wished it could be me. But alas, it wasn't. Until something changed in my life. Like I said in my life story, I'm not going to go too much into it, but I'll mention it briefly. I realized that the women who were respected, the women who people warmed towards, who people wanted to be in their corner, be there for them, just want to be a part of their life, they were not better than me. They were not more beautiful. They were not more qualified. They simply showed up as that woman who knew who she was and what she wanted and went for it. That was the difference between myself and those ladies, those girls, because this started way from when I was a teenager and followed me into adulthood. But the day I discovered this thing, this revelation, my life changed. And I was very, very intentional about changing certain things about my life, and I did, and doors began to open. So when I tell you this, I'm simply telling you because I've lived it. This was me. This was me. This was me. No confidence, zero. I was so shy and I was so skinny. But to God be the glory. Now I know who I am and whose I am, and I walk in my purpose. Your presentation matters. Why, you ask? High value women are very intentional about how they show up. Very, very intentional. Like I told you, I had to be intentional about how I showed up. I decided to discard that old me and take on the new me, the one that was confident, the one that at that point in time when I made that decision and that change, I wasn't even confident, but I knew that this is what I needed to do to propel me to that next step. And so I did. So high value women are very, very intentional about the way they show up. In the workplace, the way you show up, it gets you more respect. It gets you more opportunities. And with that comes bigger checks. But if you're just cowering and not confident and not bold, you will get overlooked. You will get overlooked for that promotion, for that, that job. You will get overlooked because the girls, the ladies who are more confident, the ones who know who they are, the ones who are very intentional about what they want, they go there with the mindset of, I deserve this, I'm going to get it. Whilst you're there thinking, oh, I don't know if I can. If you're not sure, why then should they employ you? Think about it. Every employer wants to hire the best, hence the interviews, hence interviewing so many people. Everyone coming with their A game. So if you're that shy, retiring type. There's nothing wrong with being reserved. I'm not talking about being reserved. There's nothing wrong. Like I said, my mother was very, very reserved, but she just commanded respect because of the way she carried herself. So that's not what we're talking about. We're just talking about making a few tweaks here and there, being intentional. Being intentional when you make that move. You have to be intentional with the way you present yourself. So aside of the workplace, even in relationships as well, like if you as a woman present yourself well, carry yourself well, you speak well, you act well, you're going to attract a high value man. You're not going to get a guy that's going to treat you anyhow, a guy that's not going to respect you. You're going to get somebody who's going to respect and cherish you. Why? Because you're presenting yourself in that manner. You're presenting yourself in a way that commands respect. And therefore, you will be respected because you're presenting yourself in a particular light. Every man wants a woman that presents well. And when, like I keep saying, when I say present well, I'm not just talking about looks. No. It's about the way you dress. It's about the way you act, the way you carry yourself, the way you talk. Because some of us, sisters, when we open our mouth, oh my God, sometimes I feel like saying, please, go get some Listerine and rinse that mouth of yours, because the filth coming out of that gutter mouth is just unacceptable. No man wants a woman, especially not a high value man, wants a woman that has no self-control, has no control over her mouth or her emotions. One little push and she's ready to fight. Oh my God, so embarrassing. If you want a high value man, trust me, this is one way to get a high value man. The way you present yourself, the way you act, the way you talk, the way you carry yourself, how you see yourself, right? Setting boundaries from the beginning. You don't tolerate nonsense. Not that you're rude or arrogant. No, you just know who you are and you're not settling for less. It matters in relationships too. So, my darlings, this is what I need you to do today, moving forward. Stop playing small. Okay, divas? Stop playing small. Stop hiding. And stop waiting for permission to be seen. You need no one's permission. Because, divas, the moment you start to present yourself as a woman, as that woman who deserves the best in life, you will start to get the best in life. Like I said earlier, give and it will come back to you. Pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Start putting out what you want to receive, divas. Let's start today. So, divas, tell me, what is that one thing that you're going to be upgrading in your life today? Drop it in the comment box below. Is it your wardrobe? Is it your energy? Is it your posture? What is it? Drop it in the comment box below, divas. Let's talk about it. So, divas, tag a friend who you think needs to hear this message. Do you have that one friend that you feel really, really needs it? Perhaps it's not you. Maybe it's your friend. Maybe it's your sister. Maybe it's a really good colleague friend because you don't want to overstep boundaries. Tag them. Let them hear this message. Let's level up together. This 2025 is our year of increase, our year of upgrade, our year of achieving great things. There are people out there who have said that you won't achieve anything. They've looked down on you. They make you feel less than. This year, not next year, not the one after, this year 2025. In fact, this month of March is the time that you're going to show them that they're wrong. You're going to prove to them, not that you have anything to prove, but just for the sake of it and for yourself, you're going to prove to them that no, I am not that person that you think I am. I am powerful. I am successful. I am confident. I am beautiful. I am worthy. I am valuable. I deserve to be prioritized. Share it. Share this with a friend. Let them watch it. Let us all level up together. So, divas, I hope you enjoyed that. If you haven't subscribed, please ensure you subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss any of my videos. I know I've been away for some time. I had issues. The first week I was ill. I took some time off and then I came back and I did that my story. And then I had some issues with my camera, so I needed to sort that out. So again, unfortunately, I couldn't post a video last week, but I'm back now. Let's go, divas. Let's go. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my videos. All right, divas. All right, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, stay absolutely fabulous, stay wonderful, stay beautiful. Remember that Jesus loves you, and I, your girl, your sister, your friend, I love you too. Until next time, stay fabulous. Love you, love. Bye bye. Bye bye.